Hello everyone, and welcome back on this beautiful spring day. Today the Jazz will be taking on the Pheonix in yet another spring exhibition game. Let's get to the lineups. So, a quick look at all the optional parks. We're going to be playing today at El Viejo Stadium in Cuba. This park was recently built at the end of the second game and has made the transition. For the Jazz, leading off will be Davey Earp at shortstop, number 2 hitter Pam Cross in center field, Drew Costanza hitting at a 3-hole at first base, all-star catcher Sam Spangles hitting 4th at cleanup, Jack Heaves hitting 5th at third base, Schnitzelburner hitting 6th in right field, D. Gale, second base. That looks like he might have shaved. Anyway, hitting 7th, D. Gale at second base, hitting 8th, Glover Stevens in left field, and 9th, DH Ronald Cano. Pitching today will be Danny Price. An ace pitcher. Expect him to throw a lot of moving pitches, although known as something of a burner. For the Pheonix, we have Randy Tatz leading off at second base, Beanie Quinto hitting second and right field, Annie Lyons at first base hitting third, hitting 4th, all-star outfielder Adora Bale in center, 5th, Sammy Marsh at third base, 6th, Sammy Sampson at shortstop, 7th, Wheelan Dealer in left field, 8th, Phil O'Cheerio at catcher, 9th, Tasty Bree at second base. Tasty Bree. Starting for the Pheonix will be Sick Burns, actually starting over Katrina Velocidad. He is something of a flamethrower. Not great movement, but good control. So let's get started here in lovely Cuba. Pheonix actually off a postseason run, winning the championship in their last, in the final season of the Super Mega Baseball 2 League. The Jazz are visiting, so they'll be batting first. Davey Earp steps to the plate, and Sick Burns fires one in for a ball. And that was foul by maybe a couple of inches. That was a very close hit, and he will hit one up the center for the first single of the game. Davey Earp is on with a single. Catcher Phil O'Cheerio does not have great defense, so you could expect a lot of drop balls today. Could come to bite them, especially with how hard Sick Burns tends to throw. Anyway, Pam Cross up now. She's going to hope to move that runner on. Good bat skills. And he goes for second, but it's foul. It looks like they were attempting the old hit and run there. And that bait will shatter. Sick Burns dives for it, and he dropped the ball. They are going to move along, and the Jazz will have second and third with nobody out. Sick Burns, an amazing defensive play, but all for naught. So he's got quite a jam to pitch out of. It's now 1-1 with Drew Costanza at the plate. An excellent power hitter, not great bat skills, but they might not need to be. Soft hit ball. That'll be fieldable, but the run will score. So the Jazz take a quick 1-0 lead, 1 out, and Sam Spangles steps to the plate, their all-star catcher, an outstanding hitter as well. And she'll power one through the shortstop hole for a single. Could be trouble, and she's going for second. Wheelan Dealer had a hard time fielding that one for some reason. The run will score, 1 out. Jazz are up 2-0 in the first inning. So they are getting to Sick Burns quickly, but some terrible defensive miscues for the Pheonix to start this one. Sam is now on second. Not great speed. I wouldn't expect her to be running at any point. He'll foul one off. Count is now 1-2. And a soft hit grounder to Sampson at short, fieldable, and that'll be the second out, but Sam Spangles does move to third.
Right fielder, number 19.
Schnitzel Burner steps up to the plate, also a pretty good hitter at number 6. The Jazz, actually a very good offensive team. Quickly gets behind 3-0 and walks him. Sick Burns definitely struggling following those defensive miscues. You can see that a couple bad plays can really get your team off on the wrong foot. He's already thrown 25 pitches here in the first. And he quickly gets ahead 0-2 on D. Gale, but you wouldn't expect anything else. D. Gale's kind of a pile of crap. Excuse me. And he pops him up behind the plate. Will not be fieldable for catcher... Excuse me. Will not be fieldable for catcher... Oh, I had the wrong list in front of me. Phil Ochirio. And looks like he grounded it. That'll be the third out. So Randy Katz will now step to the plate, taking on ace pitcher Danny Price. As I said, outstanding velocity and stuff in his pitches, and a good pitch selection as well. Powers one by there for strike one, and foul to quickly get ahead 0-2.
Nope, inside.
Now 1-2.
Ball.
Now 2-2. Looks like he's trying to get it a chase, but good discipline by Randy Katz. That could dink in for an out. And Schnitzel Burner will chase it down in right field for the first out. When Quinto steps to the plate, he will tap one in front of the catcher, who quickly fires to Costanza at first for the out. Danny Lyons now to the plate. Had a terrible defensive miscue at first, which allowed on one of the two Jazz runs, and is quickly behind 1-2 here. Fouls one away to stay alive, and he struck him out. So Danny Price off to an excellent start in this game. And 1-2-3 go the Pheonix.
Number 5.
Sick Burns back on the mound, hoping to work a quicker inning this time. Quickly gets ahead, 1-2 against Glover Stevens. She will foul this one off. And struck her out with the forkball, it looked like. An excellent pitch on the inside corner.
Designated hitter, number 12.
Fouls this one off. Designated hitter Robbie Canona at the plate. Quickly gets ahead with an 0-2 count. Looks like he's working a little bit more comfortably up there right now, and struck him out. So apparently, if you can't trust the defense, just do it yourself.
Number 11.
Sick Burns off to a great second inning start after some early trouble in the first. Second inning, Jazz up 2-0 here in beautiful El Viejo Stadium. And powers one up the center for a quick base hit. Adoro Bale will get behind it, and field, firing in to hold the runner. That will leave a runner on first with 2 out here in the second. And he'll throw over, nothing doing. And Randy Katz will now pop up to the catcher, Phil Ochirio, for the third out. Pheonix will step up to the plate here in the bottom of the second of this 2-0 ball game. Adora Bale, all-star center fielder, excellent against left-hand pitching. And she will foul one, a high pop into the stands, out of play. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and a grounder to short, fieldable. Davey Earp will fire in for the first out. Sammy Marsh will now step to the plate. Fifth hitter. This is also a very good situational hitting team, but doesn't have the power of a team like the Jazz. So more of a small ball group. Good speed on the base paths. That'll be another quick out. Danny Price really working through this order fast today. Only 18 pitches here in the second. But falls behind to Sammy Sampson. And a hard hit ball to D. Gale at second. He fires to first for the third out, and that will retire the side. So 2 innings down, 2-0 Jazz.
Now batting, the first
Most of those
baseman,
points coming on
number
errors,
29.
if not both. Drew Costanza now steps to the plate,
That's high.
actually taking over Spangle's spot. And a soft hit grounder, that'll dink in center field for the first base hit of the inning. A leadoff single to Costanza, and Susan Spangles will now, Sam Spangles will now step to the plate. 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI so far in the game. She's going to hope to add to that now. Falls behind 2-0. And well hit to left, but fieldable. Wheel and Dealer will grab this one. Makes the long throw to first for some reason. That was a risky throw. If that went behind the first baseman, they could have gotten into scoring position.
Inside.
1 out here in the third. Runner goes, but foul ball. And another foul to bring it to 1-2. High pop-up. Looks like that is going to be in the stands in left field. Jack Heaves now at the plate. Another high pop-up. Looks like this is fieldable by Adora Bale in center. She will grab it, fires in. Again, firing to first. I'm not really sure why they're doing that today.
Now batting,
That'll be the
right
second out of the
fielder,
inning.
Number 19.
Dora Bale throwing off a little bit of the arm, but the runner was back at the base. Well hit to shortstop. Sammy Sampson is going to fire it to Hanny Lyons at first, who will not repeat his mistake in the first inning. And the side is retired, bringing the Pheonix up in the bottom of the third.
Batting, the left fielder, number 52.
Nope.
Wheel and
Outside.
Dealer at the plate. Count 1-1. He's going to fire that, but it's not quite going to make it through the gap.
Now batting,
Davey Earp throws to first for the
number
out.
0.
Danny Price continues to work quickly in this lineup. Only a hit so far, I believe.
Strike 3.
And that's his second strikeout of the day.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
That'll bring up Tasty Bree, designated hitter. These teams were actually constructed before the designated hitter rule took effect, so they are not crafted around that, but he is an excellent hitter, and a well-hit ball to center. Not quite in the gap, so he won't test second, but finally getting some good contact off of Mr. Price.
Second baseman,
Bringing up Randy Tatz with 2 outs, a man on first. Great speed. They might try to go for a second here in that bat. And Danny Price will attempt to throw over, catch the runner, but nothing doing. Well hit ball into the first base hole, and that will get through. They won't test third, but he'll throw there anyway.
now batting,
Bring up Beanie Quinto with 2 on, 2 out.
number 43.
That's down.
Number 43.
Low to start the at bat. Beautiful strike, looked like a slider inside.
That's foul.
It's 34 pitches so far. A soft liner to Davey Earp at short, who will grab it for the third out. So down go the Pheonix, nothing doing on a couple of base
Now
runners.
batting, the second baseman,
And
number
D. Gale,
46.
perennial failure, will come up at 7th for the Jazz.
Ball inside.
And he will get a single. Well, that's new. Single by the diving second
Now
baseman.
batting, the left fielder, number 5.
Well hit ball. Clever Stevens will come out, man on first. And no outs. Pops up to the infield. And it looks like Burns will catch this one himself.
Now batting, the designated
Ronnie
hitter,
Cano now
number
steps to the
12.
plate. He is 0 for 1 on the day.
Ball high.
Has had scoring opportunities. Good contact, not known for power, but he can hit it hard. That'll bounce off the diving shortstop for a definite base hit. They might try for 3, but it looks like
Now batting, the shortstop.
Excuse me,
Number
it looks
11.
like Davy Earp will get to it. Oh,
That's low.
well, excuse me, I had the wrong list here. It looks like Sammy Sampson will get to it and hold the runner.
Ball, high.
So Burns fires to second, on to first, double play, and that'll get him out of the inning. So, scoring opportunity there with no outs. They're not able to capitalize, and the score remains 2-0 Jazz.
25.
Danny Lyons stepped to the plate, great power, and he will smash one in there to left field. Goes all the way to the wall. He's going to try for second, digging. He's sliding in, and he will make it to second with a leadoff double. Adora Bale steps to the plate,
Number 11.
Strike.
and she will miss with a bad swing, but it looks like this one's going to dink in for a single. They're not going to send the runner, so Lions will hold up at third, and that will bring first and third, nobody out for Sammy Marsh.
Nope, that's high.
Danny Price in a spot of trouble here in the fourth inning.
That's inside.
Had worked quickly to this point, only 40 pitches to the so far. And there's a strike in the inside corner,
That's ball four.
but he will walk the batter. So, the Pheonix have an excellent opportunity here.
Shortstop.
Bases loaded, nobody
Number
out
27.
for Sammy Sampson, better known for her speed than bat skills. Quickly behind 0-2, and smashes the bat with a hard inside fastball that is not going to be deep enough to score the runner. So, first out, bases still loaded. 2-0 Jazz, but the Pheonix are threatening here. Danny Price with a nice strike on the inside corner.
Off the plate.
Trying to get him to chase now. And struck him out looking. So, Wheeling Dealer did what you're not supposed to do in these situations and strikes out without a whimper.
Inside.
Philo Cheerio now up. A lot of trouble with that name for something. Soft grounder to third and fires across the diamond to Costanza for the third out. So, the Pheonix had bases loaded, nobody out, and were unable to scratch a run across.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Well,
Number 20.
that could certainly come back to bite him. That will bring up Pam Cross for the Jazz. And a soft grounder to Randy Tats at second, fires to first in time for the first out.
First baseman.
Drew Costanza
Number
now.
29.
Nope, inside.
Breaking slider missed inside, and a hard hit ball to center. That's got a chance. That is high. It is gone. Almost to the second deck in center field. A solo shot for Costanza. And the Jazz will take a 3-0 lead.
Now batting, the catcher. Number 23.
Looked like about chest high inside, and he just got all of that one. Another hard hit ball. That'll bounce off the glove of second baseman Randy Tats. Sammy Sampson will grab it. Runner will stay at first, but they are on with a single.
Number 39.
3-0 Jazz, one out, one runner on. Popped up the batter. It looks like this is definitely playable. Danny Lyons will grab it for the second
Now
out.
batting, the right
Schnitzel
fielder.
Burner now
Number
up.
19.
Runner on first. 2 out here in the fifth. Well hit ball. Looks like that's going to get through the center for a base hit. Will they send the runner? They will not. So we'll have first and second.
Now
2 out
batting,
for the
second
D
baseman,
Gale.
Number 46.
He's 1 for 2 with a single today.
Ball, high.
I was wrong about him shaving the beard, and it still looks hideous.
Nope, that's high. Off the
Sick
plate.
Burns. Now facing the prospect of bases loaded if he walks him. And a full count, runners go. The Gale will ground it to third, and long throw across the infield in time for the third out. So the Jazz get one run on the solo shot, taking a 3-0 lead going into the bottom of the fifth inning.
Number 3.
Tasty Bree will come up. Danny Price working still very efficiently, able to pitch his way out of trouble last inning. Quickly gets to add 1 and 2 on Bree.
That's off the plate. Ball inside.
And Bree's able to work the count full.
Take your base.
And he walked him. So Tasty Bree on with a leadoff walk. That's always dangerous. Although Price has proven his ability to pitch out of trouble. Randy Tats will now come up. Leadoff walk with the heart of the order now coming to the plate. And good speed on base.
Outside.
See if they're swinging away. Looks like a popper to the right field. And it will not quite be enough to dink in, just held up just enough. Tasty Bree remains on first, and there's the first out. Beanie Quinto steps to the plate. He's going to hope to at least move the runner over. And choked him up inside, but that one's going to dink in for a base hit to center. Pam crossed. Oh, it looks like they sent the runner to third, and Tasty Bree will be in. First and third, one out here in the fifth. So the Pheonix have yet another chance to score. We'll see if they can capitalize. Danny Lyons at the plate, 1 for 2 with a double in the game. Danny Price still working very well. And fouls one into the stands, out of play. First and third, 3-0 Jazz here in the fifth, and Danny Lyons strikes out, looking. So 2 outs in the fifth. First and third, Fedora Bale at the plate. Looks like she's swinging away. She's had a single today in 2 at-bats. And she will power one in there. That one's going all the way back to the wall. The 1 run will score. Will they send 2? It looks like they will. And they're not going to... Oh, they are going to test it. But the runner is safe. Adora Bale in with a double. An outstanding hit. And the Jazz are now threatening 3-2. 2 outs here in the fifth. Excuse me, the Pheonix threatening. 2 outs here in the fifth. 3-2 Jazz. A hard hit ball down the third base line, but a diving stop and a long throw across the infield will end the inning. So that will bring us to the 6th. Jazz still up 3-2. Glover Stevens at the plate. Slick Burns still in the game. He's thrown 86 pitches so far, so we could look for this to probably be his last inning. Looks like he's having trouble with finding the strike zone right now.
That's fair.
But manages to choke her up, perhaps? I don't know what happened there. But Glover Stevens hits a tapper in front of the catcher, who throws it to first for the out. And a hard hit ball by Glover Stevens, and that's going to be trouble. That's going all the way back to the deepest part of the outfield. Not going to try for third, but he is standing up at second with a double.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So second base, 1 out here in the 6th. Davey Earp at the plate. Hard hit ball up the center. The runner had to hold up, so they won't test home. But that will definitely bring him to third. First and third, 1 out for the Jazz.
Number 20.
Pam Cross stepping to the plate. The heart of the order up. Surprising to me that they're leaving Burns in the game right now. I think he's giving you all he can. Another hard hit ball to left field, and he is just getting hammered out there. That'll score a run. 4-2 Jazz.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Drew Costanza now at the plate, and they are finally bringing Sick Burns out of the game for Jimmy Whispers. Whispers throws a lot of breaking pitches. Not great movement or stuff, but out of the pen, he can be pretty good. He's going to give up a single up the center. They will test the runner. Bale throws home, and not in time. It looks like Davey Earp is going to score on that one. So 5-2 Jazz now here in the 6th inning. We don't yet have a stat line for Sick Burns until the runner at second is across or out.
Inside.
but he will at least have given up 5 runs. 5 and 1/3 inning pitch. Hard hit ball down the right field line, but just hooking foul. That had the distance.
Strike 3.
And Whispers will strike him out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 39.
Hard hit ball to second, fieldable. Tats will throw to first for the third out. So down go the Jazz, but not before adding 2 more runs. 5-2 Jazz here in the 6th inning. Sammy Sampson at the plate. And Danny Price still in the game, unsurprisingly. He has been excellent to this point. We do have a stat line that'll be hit hard to center, but fieldable for Fan Cross. Sick Burns, 5 1/3 with 5 runs, 3 of them earned.
That's outside.
Actually, not. Oh, D. Gale grabs it on the dive. A beautiful play by a loser. And he will fire that one to first. 2 outs, no one on. If D. Gale had missed that ball, he would have first with 1 on. Instead, now, a long throw across the infield for the 3rd out.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Schnitzel Burner will
number
now step to the
19.
plate. Pheonix go down without a whimper in the 6th.
Nope. Inside.
Jimmy Whispers remains on the mound.
Ball. High.
He can go several innings if they need him to. And for reliever, actually has a pretty good arsenal.
Ball.
Very hard to guess. One of his main issues is with control, and he
Now
walks
batting,
him.
the second baseman,
Walks Schnitzel quickly.
number
D. Gale
46.
stepping to the plate. 1 for 3 today with a single.
Off the plate.
1 on, nobody out in the 7th.
Foul ball.
Fouls off that fastball.
Nope. That's high. Yeah.
2-2. 7th inning, 5-2 Jazz. A well-hit ball up the center by D. Gale, dinking in for a single. Dora Bale will field and throw it
Now batting,
back in.
the left fielder, number 5.
Soft hit ball. This could be 2 on the first double play. So with the double play, they do have a runner at 3rd. 2 outs now here in the 7th. A hit will score the runner, but all they can manage is a soft grounder to 3rd. Throws across the infield for the 3rd out. Jazz leave 1. 5-2 Jazz.
Now batting,
Bottom of the 7th.
designated hitter,
Tasty
number
Bree at the plate.
That's foul.
Danny Price remains in the game. He has now gone 6 innings, 2 runs,
Ball. High.
87 pitches. I would look for this to be his last inning,
Ball
most
high.
likely. Looks like he might be having a little trouble finding the strike zone now,
Take your base.
and he will walk Tasty Bree to start the inning. Last time he gave up the leadoff walk,
the second baseman.
the Phoenix
Now
were able to
pitching,
capitalize.
number
They're going to bring in
57.
Nick Mills to relieve Price.
Ball.
Great
Inside.
velocity on those fastballs. He will hang sliders, though.
Foul ball.
And a hard hit ball up the middle. That's dinking in for a base hit. Runner will remain at 2nd. So Phoenix getting some base runners early here. 2 on, nobody out in the 7th inning.
43,
Inside.
number 43.
And Nick Mills firing in there, just overpowering the hitter. A ground ball. D. Gale will throw to first in time for the double play.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Excuse me, D. Gale throws to 2nd, and they are able to turn the double play. Kenny Lyons at the plate. Excellent power, but he pops him up here for the 3rd out, most likely.
Out.
And Schnitzelburner will grab the ball. So Phoenix go down after threatening. Still only scratching 2 runs across in the game. We go to the 8th inning. Jazz lead 5-2.
That's
Davey
down.
Earp at the plate for the Jazz. A hard hit ball down the first base line, past the diving infielder. Base hit, they're going to try for 2. And Lions will throw, but Tats will grab it on the cutoff.
Center fielder, number 20.
So sliding into second with a double. They didn't have a chance anyway. Tats made the right move there. Pam Cross at the plate now. Second base. Nobody out in the 8th. This is kind of a pattern with this game where the Jazz get off to some good early situations in innings and are able to capitalize. That one could dink in for a base hit, but Beanie Quinto with the diving catch. Throws to third, not in time. So an outstanding defensive play, not quite able to nab the runner, but a great attempt. And Whispers fires one in there at Costanza for a strike. Costanza's got the home run in this game and 2 singles. He is having an outstanding day at the plate, responsible for 3 of the Jazz runs. And fortunately for Whispers, that hanging slider taken down the foul line, because that could have been trouble.
Ball low. Foul ball.
Costanza staying alive in this at-bat. A well-hit ball to center. Adora Bale giving chase. Looks like, and it hit the wall before she could grab it. That's going to bring a runner home. And Costanza at second with a stand-up double. Just having an outstanding day. A double, 2 singles, and a home run. 1 triple sort of the cycle. 6-2 Pheonix.
Nope. Outside.
Sam Spangles 2 for 4, also having an excellent day, but only able to pop up to foul down the first base line here, and Hanging Lions will grab it in foul territory. Throws to third, but they will not send the runner.
Number 39.
Jack Heaves stepped to the plate, 0 for 4 today. Whispers looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired. 41 pitches so far in relief of Sick Burns. And backs him off the plate there. Looks like he really missed the strike zone on that at-bat. He'll walk him. That would bring up Schnitzelburner. They're going to bring in Trip Rubble out of the pen. Not a great bullpen, so I think they were really hoping Sick Burns would go a little bit longer today. Trip Rubble. Okay, movement on his pitches. Does not throw hard and does not throw particularly accurate. They're going to hope he can get the third out in this inning and then possibly go to the closer. And soft liner to short. Throws to first for the third out. Jazz get 1 run, 2 left in the 8th inning. 6-2 Jazz, and up come the Pheonix. Adora Bale, 2 for 3 today, a double, a single, and 2 RBIs, responsible for both of the Pheonix runs. She has, as always, been quite excellent at the plate.
Ball high.
McMill's at the plate. Adora will hammer this one to right field, and she's gone! A hard hit line ball to right field. Looked like about 350 feet, but they're telling me it's almost 400. I didn't even think that one was going out. A hard hit liner, but it just kept carrying. So the solo shot will give the Pheonix another run. It's now 6-3. Well, Nick Mills is just going to have to remember that solo shots won't kill you. It's what you do after that does. And a well-hit grounder up the center. There's a base hit. So Adora Bale with the solo shot home run, and Sammy Marsh now on board with Sammy Simpson at the plate. Nobody out here in the 8th. Pheonix mounting a little bit of a rally so far. We'll see if they can turn it into more, make this interesting.
Ball high.
And they'll go for 2. A terrible throw that's going to bounce off Earp's glove. He's not able to dig that one out. Too bad, because they had that runner by a mile. And a well-hit ball to left, but fieldable. Glover Stevens is going to grab it, throw to third. Runner will remain at second. 1 out. And Dealer steps to the plate, and they're going to pinch hit for him. Arthur Sardi coming up to the plate. Good power. Still an interesting decision. And pops him up to right. This one's got carried back to the warning track, but he will make the catch, Schnitzelburner. They will send the runner to third, so the runner advances, 2 outs. Phil Ochirio, the catcher, will now come to the plate against Nick Mills. Leaving Mills in the game, he's still throwing pretty hard. You would think he's got enough left in the tank to finish the inning. A base hit will score the runner. And grounded to third, Heaves will field it and throw to first for the third out. So Pheonix get 1 run on the solo shot by Adora Bale, unable to mount a rally to bring them back into the game. That's a hard hit ball to right center. Not going to be a double. Adora Bale is very quick out there. She's able to get in front of the ball, but that will bring the leadoff runner on. No out here in the 9th. Trip Rubble throwing. And another dink into the center field for a base hit. So first and second, nobody out. Jazz threatening. Ronald Cano at the plate. You know, they could be setting him up for the old triple play. Don't see that every day. And soft hit grounder to third, 1 out. They tag the runner and double play. Weren't quite able to get it to second, though. 2 outs, runner on second. And fires a curveball in for the strike and pop up Davey Earp to short. Sammy Sampson will field it for the third out. So, excellent scoring opportunity for the Jazz. They better hope they don't need it. This is a save situation. Tasty Breeze stepping to the plate. 6-3 Jazz at the 9th. Jamie Pine will come in to try to close the game out. And a hard hit ball to short. It's going to bounce off Earp's glove. That's a base hit. Fires to second. They're not going to send the runner, of course. Randy Tatz stepping up, so they have first on, nobody out. Another hard hit ball. This could be trouble. Fires to Earp, on to first, double play. Oh, that is just so deflating when it happens, especially when you hit the ball that hard. Beanie Quinto will step on, hoping to get something going with 2 outs here. Pheonix down to their last out, down 3. And a well-hit ball up the center. That's going to be a base hit. Pam Cross fields and fires in. Danny Lyons stepping to the plate. 1 on, 2 out. Strike on the inside corner. And a swinging strike. 2.
That's low.
And grounded softly to third. He's going to throw to first for the third out. Jazz will win today's game, 6-3. So the Jazz will take the game, 6-3, on a brilliant offensive performance. Pheonix were never able to take advantage of those scoring situations, or at least not as much as they needed to today. When you have bases loaded, nobody out, you have to get across at least 2 runs, and they just were not able to today. Excellent performances at the plate, and an excellent start for Danny Price today. Sickburn struggled, actually gave up 4 earned runs. I believe I said 3. Those early errors, however, very much cost them, and I think one of those runs could be attributed to that. Brilliant performance by Danny Price. Nick Mills very strong in relief. 1 earned run, 2 innings. Drew Costanza gets player of the game honors. 4 for 5 with a home run, a double, 4 RBIs. Adora Bale, honorable mention, with 3 for 4 with a home run, a double, and 3 RBIs, accounting for all of the Pheonix runs today. And Davey Earp An excellent performance at leadoff with 4 for 6, a double, and 3 runs. So when he got on base, he scored. It has been a lovely day. Thank you for joining me here, and signing off.